All right, everybody, welcome back to Dan of All Trades. Today I'm going to be building a railing, a little section like this, finishing off the deck here. So I've got a couple more to go, as you can see. And I'm gonna go with this style here, 2x4s on the bottom and top. I'm gonna finish it off up top with a 2x6. Now there's about 1 million different designs and ways you can go about making a railing. This is just the way I'm going to do mine. Thought it'll look good with this style and stained deck that I got up here. Now obviously I've already begun part of the deck railing, so I have 4x4 posts that we've got installed here already. Now in between there, just like over there, is going to be the railing that we're building. So make sure these are nice and plumb, and then get your measurement on the bottom where it's plumb. Then we're going to take our 2x4s. You're going to cut those so they fit down there, one on the bottom, one on top. Okay, we're going to do that first. Okay, now when I'm making my cut, I have both of these 2x4s clamped together. Okay, here's our 2 pieces of wood, 2x4s cut. Now we have them clamped together, and then we're going to run our measuring tape down there. We got to mark it on the center. Okay, so 32 3/8 is our center. Okay, here's our center mark. Now we're gonna take all of our measurements off of that there. Now we're taking our measurement from the center here, and you can go whatever distance you want. Just keep in mind whatever code is in your area when you're deciding what distance to make. Now take your little square and mark both pieces of wood so they're both in the same spot there. Okay, now remember, we're starting off on center. And we're gonna go the other way now. Same distance that you decided. Okay, same thing here. Make that measurement, mark that on both 2x4s there, all the way down. Okay, now you got all those marks in there. Now you're gonna go to the center of the 2x4. So 3/4 of an inch. So the center of the 2x4, and then we're gonna make a little mark right in the middle of our line that we just made. So then that's gonna give us the center. So that's where we know where to screw in our little caps. So every one of these marks that we just made, we're gonna mark the center on it. Okay, so all those marks that we put on our 2x4s all the way down, we're going to be installing these little plastic cap things. You got a screw goes through the middle of it, and we're going to be screwing those down along the 2x4 on our marks. Everywhere that we have one of our marks, we're going to be installing this guy. Okay, and then those are going to go all the way down, and you're going to do both 2x4s. Both of them that we marked, we're going to put these on each mark here, because these are going to be your top and bottom pieces. Okay, now we got all our little plastic caps all the way down. Now we're going to be installing our end plates here. They're going to go right on the end there. Now you're going to have to decide which one of these is going to be the bottom, which one is going to be the top, because it's going to depend on how this goes on there. okay? So I'm gonna make this one my bottom, I think. I don't think it really matters. So then this thing is gonna slide up 2x4 like that. Just use a little rubber mallet thing. Make sure it's all the way on the piece of wood. They supply you with all the screws. 2 of them are gonna go through the back here. Like that. Okay, now this is probably the hardest part. We're gonna be installing that bottom piece in between our posts right there. And you wanna make sure you get the right height from the bottom, the top on. Everything is up to code height-wise. You know, like our finished product here. To get my right height that I want, I'm gonna be about an inch and a half off the porch right here, which the width of a 2x4. And you want to try to center it up with this 2x4 with this 4x4 best you can. Now let's stick our level on here just to get this in down here. Get that one done, screwed in where we want it. Then we can adjust that side over there if we need to go up, down a little bit. Okay, once we got that one side screwed in to the height we want, to check that height, make sure it's good, like that, and then just take a piece of 2x4 to the bottom, you know, butt it up, make sure your height is good right here. Now if you make these posts longer, then you don't need to worry about that. Once you install it, you can cut it off at whatever height you need. But mine are already all cut, so I need to make sure this top 2x4, the top of it is level flush with the top of my 4x4. So now let's go to the other side. Okay, we got that side screwed in right where we want it now. Now we're gonna adjust this one. Let's put the level on there. Double check our height up here, and that's good. And like I said before, if you make these posts longer, then you can just cut them off to wherever your height is that you want it. And now we're going to start popping these all in there. Then take your little piece of wood or little rubber mallet. Tap them all the way on. Okay, this part you might need a couple people. You're gonna just ease one side at a time, and then you gotta keep moving these until you get them all where you need them to be. Okay, so there's that section of railing. Just about done. To finish it up, I'm gonna put a 2x6 on top. It's gonna run the length of it all the way around the deck like that. Finish it off with whatever you want. You know, that's a 2x4. Looks pretty good, but I'm gonna go with something a little bit wider. That way it'll cover up kind of my twisted 4x4s a little better. I'm gonna go with a 2x6 on the top there. So it'll give us a little bit more cover up here. But that gives you an idea of what finished product will look like. Here's the view from the bottom here. Our railing up top. Still got some more to do there, but there's the start of it. Come around here, another section. All right, guys. Well, once again, thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.